So I'm always having a hard time when it's time to create an animation with some numbers on the screen because of the formatting mostly. So generally the way I do it is to add a text onto the screen and then create expressions. So I would open up the source, and then inside the source, I will write an expression that goes to link the value of the text to a slider control that I apply. So here you see there is a slider control that I apply to the layer. And then this slider control is under effects. And you will see that inside the slider property of the slider control, there is a expression that I wrote, which in this case is time multiplied by 1000. If I only were to write time, it would simply follow the seconds. And so you will see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Then the expression that I usually go with, the basic expression, is to link the pick whip of the text source to the slider. And then if I do so, the number comes the same, but it comes with a lot of decimals, as you can see. So at 1, it's still 1, but then there are a lot of decimals in between. So the solution, although it's not the full solution, it's partial solution, is to add a comma after the first line of the expression, and then add math dot round. Math is capital letter. And then as you type round, you will also have to have open bracket and close bracket. And then when the cursor is in between the two brackets, you pull the pick whip of the expression to go and get the same value from there. So basically you are instructing After Effects to round the numbers that are coming up from the slider. And then you add whatever multiplier you want. If you want to make it faster, you can say times 200, and then you will have a higher amount. So this one is useful when I want to animate numbers, for example, linked to a currency, $2, for example, like I did recently for the value of a trading competition. But it opens a Pandora box, because now when I add another layer with the $sign, you see the $sign works well if I position it here for this number, 633, but then it doesn't work well as I go to smaller numbers because it's supposed to be aligned here. So I'll need to work also with the alignment of the text, and that's another extra step of micromanagement. However, I found a faster solution. Let me show you what's the solution. I have this AE Juice Pack Manager, and I am going to select from here the format number 2, which comes already with the dollars and with the comma to delimit the thousands. So I just double click on it, and that's it. It creates a new layer, which is a composition. As you can see, this composition is added where my CTI, current time indicator, was, and it goes up all the way to 1 million. How do I change this value? Well, I double click the composition, and inside you see that there is a slider that goes, simply put, from 0 to 1 million. So when I tap the letter U on the keyboard, you'll see that it shows me where are the keyframes here. Now I can make it slower by dragging the keyframe further down the timeline, or faster by making them closer together. But I can also remove the slider keyframes altogether by clicking on the word slider here, tap onto delete, and then alternate, click the stopwatch and type time. And there you go. Now I have the same number that I had before. So I can add whatever multiplier I want. So if I add a multiplier time 1000, and then play the animation, there you go.